Get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Hey, alert!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 85 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go! The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Coop. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 61 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll make it third down.
Here we go. 180! 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo now. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. A first down carry by Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
80 weapons.
From the 31, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Wide in.
Max back forward. Let's go one more.
Shit. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Throwing on second down. Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. On first down, Elliott. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Switch up, switch up. Alert flat, alert flat, flat, flat. Check it back, check it back. Joker, 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 joker.
Here's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Cowboys 10, 49ers 7.
Here you go. Go ahead. Here you go. Here you go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Go ahead.
On 1st and 10, Prescott out to his left. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now Forbath for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Switch. Hey.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 65 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty. In their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Watch that.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
All right, T. Check 37. Check 37.
46.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
47.
On second down, it's Elliott. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And the cut. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 95 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now Forbath for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the quick slant. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on.